guys, it's Christina with the Natural State Gardener and Homestead, and we are in the chicken coop to discuss the disgusting. So, chicken days is coming up. It's almost spring. You're thinking, I'm going to get some of those cute little yellow chicks and get free eggs, and it's going to be fun, and I'm going to love it. And maybe I'm just in one of those moods. But I'm just going to tell you, it's not all coming up roses with the chickens. So, they fly the coop. I've showed you before how I have the coop outside and the pickets. Well, and then I put the Christmas lights thinking that would deter them from flying over. No. Right over. So now I have to consider clipping their wings or putting chicken wire all the way up the fence. And I'm just not sure which way we're going to go yet. And then the other day I came home and they were at my neighbor's house across the street. So I call them back, get them in the house. I'm watching Rue. He's got to where he's getting mean. So I call them back. I get them back in their house, and they stay for about 20 minutes and fly the coop again. Let's see, what else do they do that drive me crazy? Rue is constantly making racket, constantly crowing. He's looking at me all side-eyed and crazy because he knows I'm talking about him. Well, he turned around before I could turn the camera. So, let's talk about the parts of the chicken coop that nobody likes. Rue bites. He's gotten real protective of his lady friends. They're always standing in the water bowl. I do have one of those where they can't get into it or you can hang it. They seem to like this one better, and the babies have the other one, and we'll discuss why the babies are gone in a minute. So, this is 1 week of number 2. The disgusting that nobody discusses with chickens. Now, I want my chickens at night when I close the window, I want them to roost on this ladder. I've tried it in many, many positions to try to get them to roost on the ladder. My chickens, this door was standing up, and they like to get behind the door, which means my chickens want to roost all night along these shelves. Now, if you've not had chickens before, you probably don't know, because I didn't. Chickens poop in their sleep. Chickens poop constantly. They're standing still, if they're squawking, if they're sleeping. Chickens are pooping. This little tool right here, $5 at the Lowe's. Greatest tool ever. I take it, and I should have done this video before I did it. I have to go all the way back here, and it's a good inch thick, and scrape it. Now, as you can tell, some of it is stuck. Now, I don't know that it has to be this clean in here. I would think that the chickens could get sick if it stayed nasty. So, or maybe I'm just oddly a clean freak. But, so, there's that. And it was gross. It was gross. So, it resulted in this fertilizer pile. Which is why I got the chickens. I wanted the fertilizer for my gardens. I don't eat eggs, so I'm trying to do a new method of deep mulch fertilizer as to coming in here every week, every other week, and completely cleaning it out, emptying everything in here. I even got sick using the blower in here. So after I got sick, there had to be another way. This is supposed to be where their dirt bath is. And I know that there's a lot of painting I want to do in here, but it's not on the top of the priority list. I just kicked it backwards because it was a bathroom too. Because they could stop there. Here's their food bowl. They've decided that they like the sunflower seeds that's in the food and not actually the food. So they've thrown it everywhere. That little dish there usually has kitchen scraps in it. But they ate them, and there that is. He's very upset that I'm in his roost. So he's going to continue to scream at us until we leave. I cleaned this spot off. This is on the way to their nesting box, which is also has the number 2 on it and in it. That's where I keep their food. They can land on top of it and stop for a second. So, mostly I'm telling you that chickens are gross. They're gross. It's disgusting. They poop everywhere. Look, as they walk up their little ladder. And I do mean everywhere. So, I told you I would tell you what happened to the baby chicks. Well, Pebbles and Bam Bam flew the coop the other night. And I came outside to put them up. And I come in here in our little window. And I doubt you can even tell. Was all, like, it's not usually so skanky. And I thought, well, there we go. There we go. That's not normal. So I open it and out comes smoke. The babies had knocked over their heat lamp. And in doing so, it landed on the pile of, I had cedar chips in there for the babies. Well, y'all, I hit my head with the gate. Like I'm telling you, it is one of those days, and I might just go back inside and give up. But I've got a couple other things I've got to get done. So anyway, you can hardly tell at this point. The babies were in this box, one of these big tubs. See, right, that's the only remnants really left. I've got to go dump these out because right now the babies are in my house. And if you had smell-o-vision, you could absolutely appreciate how disgusting it is for the babies to be in the house. They can't stay. This needs to go all the way back there to that tree line to dump it out and clean it out so that the babies can go back in their box. I'm just not doing it right now. We're going to come up with a plan B because I can't even with these chickens. They're flying the coop. They're at the neighbor's house. They're mean. He bites. He constantly does that. I'm just trying to say, if it's Easter time and you're watching videos on YouTube thinking, I'm going to get some chickens, the kids are going to love them, it's going to be so cute, and we'll get eggs. Just don't. If you're close to my house and you want to come by and you want to let your kids play with my chickens, by all means, come on by. And you know you have to buy 6. You can't just buy 1. So that's my Easter tip. If you're thinking about getting those cute yellow chickens for Easter, you do have to buy 6. And everything eats chickens. So you're going to want to keep that in mind. You have to keep your chickens well protected from cats and dogs. And depending on where you live, there's minks and just so much. It's so much. It's so much. Between the poop and the food and chasing them because they won't mind. They don't mind. They won't stay in their coop. I just really want you to think really hard before you commit to those cute yellow chickens at Easter. It's not all great. And I didn't even show you the run that I have to go out there and clean. A lot of people say, well, they'll till up your yards. Well, they'll eat everything in your yard. They'll eat your flowers. They'll eat your shrubs. They destroyed the daffodils. Destroyed them. So yeah, they're cute. They're not cuddly. They're not really pets. And most of all, they're disgusting. So much poop. So, I don't think there's anything to like in this video. I'd love for you to subscribe and maybe we'll all come together and find out a way to get the chickens to stop pooping in their sleep at least, because maybe that would make it a little cleaner out there. Or maybe I'm just a neat freak and it's just driving me crazy. I don't know. You guys tell me. Thanks for hanging out with me though. Thanks for letting me whine to you that my chickens are making me crazy. And maybe I discouraged somebody from getting those cute little yellow chickens at Easter, and they are cute. And they're so precious. They're so... Even the babies. The babies are worse than the big birds. I mean, if you'd had children and you know how baby poops are, chicken poops is kind of the same. Baby chicken poops. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. So listen. Don't buy the Easter chicks. And if you're wanting to raise chicks for eggs, I'm telling you, a carton of eggs like $1.50, $2. Buy the eggs. Buy the eggs. Now, if you're thinking meat chickens, if you're going to eat the eggs and when they're done they're laying after about 2 years or so and you're done with them and they've laid, a significant amount and you want to cull them and you're going to eat your chickens. Okay, you've got the fertilizer, you got the eggs, you got the meat. But if you live in town and you just want eggs and you're thinking you're going to buy a couple chickens, throw them out in the backyard like a dog, and everything's going to be coming up roses, those roses are done. They will eat your roses. They will crap on your roses and your sidewalks. They will crap everywhere. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Again, I think I already said that. I know I'm ADD and I'm sorry. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And just, don't get the chickens. Bye.